Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for May 31st, read by Scott B. from Detroit, Michigan. AA Thoughts for the Day. Sponsorship. Dr. Bob led me through all these steps. At the moral inventory, he brought up some of my bad personality traits or character defects, such as selfishness, conceit, jealousy, carelessness, intolerance, ill temper, sarcasm, and resentments. We went over these at great length, and he finally asked me if I wanted these defects of character taken away. When I said yes, we both knelt at his desk and prayed. If I live to be 100, this will always stand out in my mind. I wish that every AA could have the benefit of this type of sponsorship today. 3rd edition, Alcoholics Anonymous, page 292. Thought to consider. A recovering alcoholic without a sponsor is much like a ship without a rudder. Acronyms. Big Book. Believing in God beats our old knowledge. Just for today. Funding. From The 3 Legacies of Alcoholics Anonymous. These New York drunks just do not believe it. Some take it as a joke, and the rest talk high and holy about mixing a spiritual enterprise with money and promotion. But if they really did think that the book would sell, they would buy the stock all right and fast. So why don't we go up and see the Reader's Digest people and find out if they will print a piece about our fellowship and this book? If the Digest runs an article about us, we will sell those books by carloads. Anybody can see this, even these tight-wad drunks. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. 2 days later, at Pleasantville, New York, we sat in the office of Mr. Kenneth Payne, the managing editor of the Digest. When your book is ready next spring, let me know, and I think we will put a feature writer to work. This should be a great story. Henry and I reached for our hats and sped for New York. Now we had real ammunition. That very night, we started a fresh canvas, and the former doubters began to sign up. Alcoholics Anonymous comes of age, page 158. Daily Reflections. Readiness to serve others. Our society has concluded that it has but one high mission, to carry the AA message to those who don't know there's a way out. 12 Steps, 12 Traditions, page 151. The light to freedom shines bright on my fellow alcoholics as each one of us challenges the others to grow. The steps to self-improvement have small beginnings, but each step builds the ladder out of the pit of despair to a new hope. Honesty becomes my tool to unfurl the change which bound me. A sponsor who is a caring listener can help me to truly hear the message guiding me to freedom. I ask God for the courage to live in such a way that the fellowship may be a testimony to His favor. This mission frees me to share the gifts of wellness through a spirit of readiness to serve others. As Bill sees it. Start by forgiving. The moment we ponder a twisted or broken relationship with another person, our emotions go on the defensive. To escape looking at the wrongs we have done another, we resentfully focus on the wrongs he has done us. Triumphantly, we seize upon his slightest misbehavior as a perfect excuse for minimizing or forgetting our own. Right here, we need to fetch ourselves up sharply. Let's remember that alcoholics are not the only ones bedeviled by sick emotions. In many instances, we are really dealing with fellow sufferers, people whose woes we have increased. If we are about to ask forgiveness for ourselves, why shouldn't we start out by forgiving them, one and all? 12 and 12, page 78. Big Book quote. We have ceased fighting anything or anyone, even alcohol. Alcoholics Anonymous, Into Action, page 84. 24 hours a day. AA Thought for the Day. I shall not wait to be drafted for service to AA. I shall volunteer. I shall be loyal in my attendance, generous in my giving, kind in my criticism, creative in my suggestions, loving in my attitudes. I shall give to AA my interest, my enthusiasm, my devotion, and most of all, myself. Do I also accept this as my AA credo? Meditation for the day. Prayer is of many kinds, but of whatever kind, prayer is the linking up of the soul and the mind to God. So if prayer is only a glance of faith, a look or a word of love, or just a feeling of confidence in the goodness and purpose in the universe, still the result of that prayer is added strength to meet all temptations and to overcome them. Even if no supplication is expressed, all the supply of strength that is necessary is secured, because the soul, being linked and united to God, receives from Him all spiritual help needed. The soul, when in its human body, still needs the things belonging to its heavenly habitation. Prayer for the day. Pray that I may be taught how to pray. I pray that I may be linked through prayer to the mind and will of God. Hazelton Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota 55012. My name is Scott, and I'm an alcoholic, and it's been my pleasure to read Transitions Daily for the month of May.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, 1990, or 2001.